Hello everybody, this is Kata, this is TSdL Season 7, and this is the finals. We have Hayl versus YiQiao. Looking at YiQiao's box, we do see Elwin, who definitely puts his box more towards single target. The ban picks already move really fast, but we'll get past that. Sissy White, who just got her unique recently, and then Lewin. Those are the standout picks. Blue in a bulkier unit. And then as for Hal's box, we have very tank push heavy box. There's an off healer like Mariandel. It's a 4 healer box. 2 tank. And very heavy YL lean in this box as well. With Mariandel, YiQiao, Epsilon. Going over ban pick very quickly. Hayl chooses to first ban Wedham, which generally makes sense when you're playing tank push, and then double bans the healers, forcing YiQiao into picking up Sissy White. YiQiao also running a 4 healer box. Then Hayl banning out Landius and Elwin. There are plenty of assassins in Hal's box, so it looks like at that point he's trying to ban out units that can't be assassinated. There's still an Epsilon pick available. Hayl definitely thinking about that, and yeah, you gotta bet big. Come on. I forget to do channel points almost all the time, so. Look at what YiQiao's got. Very strong tank push comp. Werner has a good win condition. Werner can get buffed by Sissy White here for strengthen. There's still potentially Lucretia and Florentia who can also provide a buff. Potentially Lewin attack command. Hayl noticing that YiQiao double banned healers, so Epsilon was not picked up. Instead, Hayl picks up Liana. If Hayl didn't pick up Liana there, then YiQiao could have opted to double ban Sophia and Liana. And then Lucretia could have been a really dangerous pick, just for Black Hole. And as we see, Lucretia does get picked up. So, can ban out YiQiao's last DPS here if you ban out Lewin and Sherry. Then you do give YiQiao a double act again comp, which can be scary with Werner, for sure. That might not be the route you want to go. As for how there's still Epsilon available, but Epsilon does not kill Werner, and Werner does kill Epsilon. At least Epsilon will not kill Werner if he's a defense stance. But yeah, last pick Florentia. YiQiao has double act again with Werner. There's plenty of sources to give this Werner a attack buff. Never mind Sissy 3C, the super attack buff. And Hayl with the 4th pick Sophia and the 5th pick Helena. There is a burn sword dance combo here. There's no way to prevent the heal block on YiQiao's side, so burn plus Helena. Potentially kill units like Lucretia, Florentia. You think there's a bit of static in the mic you're hearing? Like, is my mic messing up? um, 1 second. I hope that fixed it if it was a problem. Or yeah, like, well, clearly it is a problem. I don't know. I haven't touched my setup at all. Could it potentially be the music? Okay, yeah, I'll just get back to, the business. Okay, so looking at the sissy, we see that it's not Bracer. Pretty relevant information if you want to make any box swaps for game 2. Could bring in debuff to try and take advantage of that. Florentia, on the other hand, is Bracer, and does bring shield, which is an option Florentia does have. So that will protect somebody from the heal block here. If you look at Werner, then Werner's not really gonna need tank it, or he's not gonna need the heal block prevention. Well, he might need the heal block prevention to tank it. No, because he has defense stance. Or no, the heal block would go first. Yeah, I don't know. With this Burn, Sword Dance, Helena combo, I guess what YiQiao's gonna end up doing is she's just gonna spread out her units, so even if Hal can get a unit with that combo, he's only gonna get one. But there is Helena to also force YiQiao's units to bunch up. Grisha opted to bring Black Hole and Psychic Corruption, plus she's gonna be the attack buff here. And Christie on YiQiao's side bringing Fallen Petals. When you have Fallen, or when the enemy doesn't have magic damage and nobody that cares about crits really, or range damage, then Fallen Petals is the choice. There is 2 guards for YiQiao, which will also make her positioning a lot easier for spreading out. Sophia brings standard skill set, and Liana pretty standard too. Already, Hal posturing. Surprise Luke brought AoE. Yeah, Psychic Corruption is an interesting choice. But I think the main purpose of Psychic Corruption here is just put up the heal block with Luke, and then Werner can snipe whatever he wants. Although, it's worth mentioning that Sophia dispels the debuffs before she heals, so that actually won't work. At least if Sophia 3C's up. But Sophia 3C is the first AoE, or the only AoE heal other than Liana just ending her turn. So it can be baited with the first Black Hole here. The point is a force heal, yeah, exactly. That's entirely what Black Hole is here to do. To force the Sophia 3C, and then Psychic Corruption can land, and then Burner can easily snipe something like the Helena, maybe even the Burn that might be a bit tougher depending on the stats. Oh, this Burn is a little skinny. Looks like Balanced Blade. Yeah, shield gets put on the Werner. In this position, there is double act again after Werner AoE. Yeah, it's part of why Cal can spend a turn setting up. Plus a 3C on Sophia to also provide an additional source of AoE healing. So the burn combo, he can pretty much reach everything. Focus was Psychic Corruption first, but I imagine Sophia just moves here, and she'll just cast 3C, remove all these buffs, heal everybody back up. Looking at that, I mean, because Sophia got the Liana Gospel, I think she'll be able to full heal all these units, so this doesn't really accomplish anything. But it's safe, it's free damage. Plus it's a very low cooldown. Oh well, dimensional dual proc stuff. Yeah, Sophia doesn't even move. Bernhardt is not quite 100% without the Liana 3C heal, but that does score it, so nothing's really changed. Puppet is exposed, yeah, but so is Luke to begin with. But yeah, Luke would be the person to worry about here. I mean, if Hal went in with Burn and Helena, then Luke could die. Werner will be fine because he has shield. Normally Florentia would be a risk here, but there is the tank. And there's pretty much just the Werner for single target threats on YiQiao's side, who already ignores guard, so somebody being out of guard position doesn't really matter here like Helena in this instance. Unless Werner is in defense stance. But if he's in defense stance, then he doesn't reach. Both players are pretty much having the same position on the center. Hal can move into the center a bit faster. I don't imagine Helena's going in here. This is just for Chip with the Petal Storm. Yeah. The combo is all about Bernhardt getting the Sword Dance first, and this way you force out one of the AoE heals. Probably use Sissy, but then Sissy might not heal enough here. And well, I guess you also have to consider that you won't get another chance to heal. So just single target heals the Lucretia. Puppet could go down. Florentia can't reach the puppet with single target heal. You probably have to heal Werner. Or do you use strategic regroup? Puppet does also have a defense debuff. Well, Hal used the act again at this point. Florentia could also decide to use her act again. And that's exactly what she goes for. Who do you act again here? Acting against Sissy doesn't really accomplish anything, so it has to be Werner or Lucretia. Oh, but goes for Sissy. This is so YiQiao can purge the heal block right here. Plus heal Werner. And then at the beginning of next turn, potentially heal Ferencio, but Ferencio is really low too. Helena could just go for killing Florentia here. Then if you do that, Luke will probably die too. And there's not a great way to kill anything on YiQiao's side at that point. Yeah. Phalanx under 70%. YiQiao goes for the loot kill. It's the double Bloodsword proc, which was actually needed to kill that Lucretia. Now there's no more AoE from Hayl's side, but YiQiao does lose a unit. Puppet also went down, so the utility from that is gone. Hayl is now up a unit. And player 2. Which is really advantageous for his turn order, especially given that Sword Dance comes up so frequently. There's no way to really kill either of these units. You have to heal. And Werner probably gets the battle support. This does not look like Twilight Star Werner. If it was, it could probably kill this Liana. Oh no, definitely kill this Liana. Sophia's a good chance she's fixed immune. Lena with Royal Calves. Bernhardt with Werewolves. Both seem a bit out of Werner's pay grade. But Werner can get Sissy acted again this turn. At Bernhardt taking a Christie life, and plus he'll have the AoE after to keep YiQiao on the back foot here. This heal does have no cooldown, so it can be spammed, but you also kind of want to use Sissy's turn for act again. Yeah, I'm using some weird phrases. It is possible to heal Bernhardt. You can use Liana can't quite reach, but if you use if you use rewind here, which if you end Helena there, put Liana like right here. Not a reach burn. And Helena. Get the rewind on everybody. All the skills down too. Could even like, well, Helena would be one turn off Crystal Blossom if you acted her again this turn. You can't quite reach Burn, who would be a nice act again, but Ferentia could die here. I mean, it is Helena without a buff at this point. But this should score the Burn kill. There's no way to heal Burn right now. It would have taken Hayl 2 turns. You'd have to move a unit into rewind range. But I think that 0.1 times AoE would be enough to kill this flow. What Hayl goes for, and it is indeed a kill. Burner comes very close to dying as well. But he will be safe. No way to hit him, and no way to act again any units that are coming that could potentially hit him. So he will get a Sissy heal. However, Rewind will come. Act Again will be available on Hal's side. And now there's no shield for Werner after he moves. But Burn is dead. So the shield doesn't matter too much. It's just Helena. We'll have Helena, Christy, Sissy versus Lando, Liana, Sophia, Helena. Doesn't really look like Werner can kill any of those units. Especially not with YiQiao being down one unit. It'll make it way too easy for How to play the turn order game. YiQiao moving out of... Oh no, there's still Helena top. But. Just moving on to a forest so she could move wherever she wanted afterwards. Christy is pretty weak here, but these Phalanx are still probably tanky enough to punch the Helena. Exactly what she goes for. Does not accomplish much, but it does give the Phalanx some healing. Werner now kind of has to move. Oh, no. He's being guarded by... Friendly Lancer. Hal burns the rewind immediately. I feel that you'd really want to have used that on Helena. Acting on Lando to punch the Christie and try to kill her, but I don't think that'll work. Yeah, not without Rag. Even with Rag, probably not. Werner double strike should pick off Helena? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, because he has the 3C buff. It's an easy kill. And the 3C buff ticked the Royal Calves. Oh yeah, Hal did move up for Lando Aura to try and prevent that kill. And now at this point, Hal's pretty much lost. There's no real way to damage the Christie. She's shed all her stacks. She has attack first up. So any damage gain from these healers punching her would likely be negative or close. It'd be equivalent. And Werner is just free to punch as much as he'd like while Sissy keeps acting again. And there's no way for this Lando to ever kill this Christie. I mean, he can kill her troops, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a Lancer against an infantry unit. It's just not going to work. And Christie's even getting up to 10% extra damage reduction that she wouldn't have otherwise. Makes her just really bulky. And plus we have Full Bloom. One of Christie's best endgame tools that just racks up so much damage when you're hugging each other in the fog. We're gonna see YiQiao pretty much chill. Heal up. Burner party, yeah. I was gonna say, you're gonna hit Liana away and just be a little annoying. Just making it harder for Hal to get any center tiles or potentially block YiQiao out. Burner definitely sitting on pack stance now. Game blouses. I was trying to block YiQiao out of the center here. Doing pretty well. And YiQiao just sits there, because Hal has to commit to going into the center at some point. But there is this depth tile that makes it a little annoying for Christie, because then she can't get into this tile. Yeah, YiQiao is out of backup time. But act agains are coming. Yeah, actually a little injured from full bloom. Could have acted again Werner and then gone for that. What timer debuff? So act again spam on Werner's. Oh. Dismiss, it doesn't really do anything. I don't know if that counts as damage. I wonder. It probably does. That would be why. At this point, Hayl's only real win condition is to try and keep YiQiao out of the center. Sophia will get full healed by Liana here. It's not damage. Okay, thank you. Yeah, full heals. But now Liana's injured, so Werner probably just tries to kill her. Oh, but yeah. I, I saw the Glory of the World, but I remember the fixed damage, then I forgot the Glory of the World. Yeah, just barely missing a kill on that Liana, missed by about 200 HP. That is that opportunity gone, and Hayl is actually winning on damage here. Just one of the strengths of AoE, that it ticks up a lot more on the damage count. Could have meleeed. Well, YiQiao, I mean, she needed the forest. Yeah, she needed the forest not only for the fixed proc, but also for the additional damage for the assassins. Wouldn't need it. Oh, but Christy Full Moon, Christy Full Moon. Oh, Hayl needed to heal there. Now do you try to attack Christy and kill her with Sophia? You have to, right? Your only chance to kill Christy. So what else can you do? Werner doesn't have a stance. But it's not enough, and Hayl calls it. Because he knows that Sophia won't full heal herself, and so Werner can have a turn to get acted again and put up strike stance. That was already used. What do I need to fix about my music? It sounds like Caleb and Elden Ring. Yeah, I can probably turn it up a bit. Most of the stuff's been like pretty quiet, ambient stuff. That's probably a bit better. Hello, friend of Nishida. I'm Kata. Backup boxes are always a hard topic this season, but each has a frequent... Definitely one of the people that uses them frequently. He doesn't make any drastic changes generally, but a couple units, just to adjust a bit. She usually plans out her box pretty thoroughly before she even fights the opponent, so doesn't need to be a lot of changes. Yeah, as you see. Takes out the Lu and instead brings in the Kira for more assassins. Threaten this tank push, low style of Hayl's. If YiQiao wins here, is it 3 in a row? It's best of 5. You meant change the music? Why? Alright, we're getting into the bans pretty fast. Hayl bans out. Let him first. Good if you're playing tank push style. And then bans out Rosin and Sissy. Again, targeting 2 healers. Rosin's definitely good against a lot of the AoE options in Hayl's blocks, plus good against Wedham. YiQiao, on the other hand, banning out Werner first. It's a unit that can't really assassinate. Then banning out Bernhardt. Again, a unit that's a bit difficult to assassinate. Sword Dance is annoying, as we saw last game, especially with that ban pick route of Hayl's of banning out. Last game it was Rosin Liana. Now Hayl picking up Epsilon. Epsilon can handle Burner, but they have a very big staring contest dynamic to them, where Pepsi can get a shield up, then if you don't have an AoE can opener of some sort, then you can't really remove the shield, and Werner can't really kill Pepsi, but Pepsi can't really attack Werner either. So they kind of just don't interact with each other. Why are we on the same map again? Just, it's what the Langrisser gods decided. How does map picker keep doing it? You know, I swear it does this. Like, it almost always does the same 2 maps in a set, like, every time. There should probably be some data on that. Anyway, Sissy and Elwyn getting banned, banning out the big guard remover on the Lando, who's a threat in that regard. Then YiQiao could get other snipes. And then banning out Kira. Long range threat. Nah, Kira doesn't have the greatest matchup against Pepsi, because once Pepsi has shield up, she can't pick Pepsi off, and Pepsi can pick her off. But there is Burn to bring Sword Dance and open it up. Get rid of the Pepsi shield, and then maybe Werner can snipe. Hayl's kind of choosing. Well, I don't think YiQiao is gonna give Florentia here. She's probably not gonna give double act again to Pepsi. Mostly because it's just more threatening than what else Hayl could possibly pick here. And I can't imagine YiQiao picking Christy here. Christy just does not do anything. You gotta pick Sherry. Pepsi looking kind of dead to Hilda. Yeah, his kill opportunities will be few and far between. Especially if Hayl doesn't get a DPS here, which is exactly what YiQiao goes for. Ban out the DPS and then ban out the act again, because just Hilda and Sophia are the least threatening options here. So there is act again and rewind on Hayl's side. He has player 2. There's an act again for YiQiao to be able to respond with. Burn Sword Dance won't do anything, so we'll probably see Hegemony burn here. You could maybe even see Iron Fist. Probably not necessary. Probably Hegemony. Yeah, Hayl's win condition is all about this Pepsi. Burn could honestly still bring Sword Dance just to get rid of Pepsi Shield, and for no other purpose. That is how flexible his skill slot would be in this matchup. There is potential for Hayl to bring Sky Archer here to fuel the Pepsi. Give him some stacks, potential cooldown reduction on top of that again. Plus the shield. Importantly, as Rob mentioned, there's no real way to get rid of the Hilda card. And interestingly, YiQiao does pick up Christie. And that could be one thing, is that Hal doesn't want Hilda's action to be tied. She wants to have the freedom of movement that two tanks would afford her. Plus, if Hilda doesn't bring guard stuff, but I imagine she does. Yeah, she brings guard stuff anyway. Well, Christie will have guard priority here, which will be important for healers potentially punching for free. Yeah, there's Burn, Hilda, and Christie aura. Pepsi's not really gonna kill anything. Maybe Liana? If you can find an angle without Burn aura or something. Sack Sky Archer, rewind, Sack Sky Archer. Yeah, Pepsi does bring the 2-range guard. It only works when you don't move. Which, I mean, this will be a center fight at the end of the day. Yeah, it does bring Sky Archer. She should. I'm gonna pretty much suicide that immediately at the beginning of next turn. Not an angle for... Oh, there will be an angle for Pepsi to hide immediately, although you can always save that for turn 2. States are an odd choice on Werner. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I mean, with 3C, you do ignore class advantage anyway. I think YiQiao expected... Or... Yeah, YiQiao expected... Landius to go State Guard here. I mean, obviously, and it's pretty much the best choice for Landius against Christie. Yeah, Pepsi totally ignores all stuff to do with class advantage, so... Yeah, the class advantage works defensively too, so... It's like Listel, how if you'd hit her with flyers... Or hit her with archers. Yeah, but that's not a question for Werner. I think it's just for the counter damage, really. And potentially hitting Lando. Heavies would have been bulkier, yeah, but does she need the bulk when she has Hilda aura, Christie aura, and potentially Burn aura? I think Werner will be alright. Maybe if Hal can stack up enough. Because it is difficult for YiQiao to kill anything here. It takes time. Burn did bring Hegemony. Does look like a balanced play, Burn. This is just take mid first. Yeah, and the 2-tank composition tends to have the advantage with taking mid first. You see that already with YiQiao just immediately acting again. She's going to move. She's going to park Christie right here, and then she's going to... Burn can't quite reach there, because that's a depth tile. Oh yeah, just moves Christie right there. Burner can reach anywhere in the center. Hilda can reach right there. Yeah, the entire team's still protected. Yeah, Burn just goes in, straight for the punch. Getting in on that mid game. Crystal healing probably saved Lando's life here. Yep, just barely. And already YiQiao has 2 units in the center. You can put Werner right here. That's 3 units in the center. 4 range 3C attack this Rosin. Try to kill him. Probably not gonna do it. Okay. Damage. Plus, if you use 3C there, it would put you in defense stance, although it wouldn't matter. Because you'd be in range of an ally. Which may be what YiQiao's looking for, some angle where she can prevent that. Maybe move Christie down here. Then you lose the chance to potentially kill Lando. Although I don't think Lando's dying anyway. Not without an attack buff. Definitely. Maybe if he melees. Interestingly, does not put the attack buff on Burner, which, I mean, I don't think it'd make any difference in kill matchups here, so. Could have gone for trying to kill Rosin there as well if Werner was attack stance, which I imagine he would have done. An interesting choice. Putting all eggs into the Pepsi basket versus Werner and Burn seems difficult. Yeah, it does. 3 healers. I mean, it's... Hal didn't feel like the DPS he had at 4th pick would do much for him, so didn't go for it. I felt like there was a chance to kill Rosin there, but didn't go for it. I mean, it was Werner with Faceless last time, although it was again a unit less than 100%, which does make Assassin Troops lose a lot. Real solution is just run heavies, maybe. Yeah, Burn could die here. You're exactly right, Spike. Pepsi goes in. Yeah, Pepsi strikes. Then you act again with Liana, but that damage is nothing. But still, now, yeah, the act again here. Pepsi probably... Oh, he couldn't move in guard ignore. Yeah, I mean, it is very little damage, but it might be enough. This is a 6-star burner. Doesn't go for it. That is not a great move. Lose out on the damage. And here... Hal chooses not to act again, because this means that Hal can occupy a center tile because YiQiao gave over turn priority by using her own act again. Now there is the annoying anti-act again aura, but I imagine that's what Hal goes for here. You move Liana there. Oh, just punches with Sophia. So Liana is dead to Werner. Maybe it's a bait? And definitely going for getting the crit aura down. But Pepsi wouldn't have 3C. It's questionable whether he kills or not, even with crit aura down. This Liana is definitely dead if YiQiao wants it. Doesn't want it? Just punches. Burn is missing some troops, so I don't know if he'd pick up this kill. And Lando probably moves here. Yeah, YiQiao, or Hal does have act again, plus does have rewind. Let's see, we're missing 3 werewolves. Or no, we're missing 2. Yeah, maybe. Not now. And just the crystal healing. But this is all gain damage for YiQiao here. He's just ticking that damage counter up. Even that's ticking it up. Yeah, Lando's totally walled here by these green troops. Bernhardt keeps punching. Is that enough? Not quite. Liana full heals. Berna's missing a couple werewolves. Pepsi's miracle or has expired. Yeah, no, Royal Calves are the way to tank Burn with Lando, for sure. Guardian Infantry have this problem where the werewolves engage them super close to Lando, and Lando just runs right ahead of them, and then he eats 20 Bernhardt ticks to the face. And generally Lando does not survive 20 Bernhardt ticks to the face. But Royal Calves meet the werewolves in the middle, they tank some Bernhardt hits, which really softens up the damage there. Yeah, that's a very thick Landius. It's the Sophia, pretty almost nullifying the Bernhardt aura here. The inability to remove the defense buff is also pretty relevant. And yeah, there is not Tree of Life actually. Werner doesn't really have a target here, but he could punch whenever he wants just for free damage. And yeah, he could punch whatever he wanted for free damage and be in defense stance. And Werner doesn't want Pepsi to be able to hit him, but should have gone up a bit more, because Pepsi can't move in guard ignorance. Really, Werner could be like right there. Not a big deal. Hayl burning a turn. YiQiao should be leading pretty heftily on the damage counter here. Where does Hayl find an opportunity? Punching with healers when Christie has guard priority and is just feeding YiQiao more and more damage. Is there ever a way to bust YiQiao here? I mean, Pepsi can kill Liana maybe. Hayl calls it. Recognizes that he just can't do anything there. He just can't bust ever. Like, there's no way Hayl can win by turn 12. Like, there's no way all of YiQiao's units are dead. YiQiao's just gonna be leading so much in damage. Huge difference. So, YiQiao up 2-0. If she wins one more, then that's it. Hayl needs to win 3 games in a row. Tough prospect. We'll be retreating the first game. That way it's just like they go straight into the backup box phase, and it's pretty much just a continuation of the set. I didn't have to join that though, but yeah. Yeah, last game we saw YiQiao bring in another assassin. Just didn't see it, just didn't see the change from that game because the boxes have reset. Yeah, I mean, it is hitting Gorge again. I thought we did play a game on Hidden Gorge. But yeah, we saw YiQiao bring out the Kira, bring out more assassins to try to get through this slower box. Pretty much just banning out all the threats, and how opted to not pick a DPS fourth and ended up forcing him into a 3 healer comp with in a game where Pepsi simply could not carry. So that style did not seem to work. Definitely need some band pick adjustments. Box itself, pretty much fine. And Hayl brings in the Tiaras. Wants some more single target firepower. And YiQiao sticking with the same box she ran in game 2. And now Hayl's like, I'll bring in the Tiaras. Then I'll pick Assassin. Still sticking with the first ban. Let him, and pretty much we're going to see first pick Landius. Like we've seen every other set. YiQiao sticking with the tried and true Werner first pick. Done her well every game. Hayl sticking with the same Rosin Sissy ban, so we're gonna see probably YiQiao go the same route as she did last game, where she's gonna ban Burn. Burn was the biggest issue in game 1. The sword dance with this pool of healers was annoying to deal with plenty of AoE in Hayl's box. Difficult to prevent that sort of play. Assassins can also be enabled by AoEs such as sword dance. And Hayl's sticking with the exact same band pick. And now we do see an adaptation. We see second pick Sherry. Sherry does not tank double strike, and from what I've seen most of the time. At least not with goblins. Goblins are just so paper. Hayl is always with Liana, just picking up an act again. I mean, no matter which healer she picks, she gets an act again. This is game 3. It's a best of 5. YiQiao now banning out Tiaras. Not going to give Sherry any opportunities with that attack blessing. Liana targeting act again. If Hayl picks up Rosin here, I wouldn't be surprised to see Florentia banned either 4th or 5th. But yeah, Hayl picks up Florentia. Doesn't want to be down and act again. If YiQiao wanted, she could just act again immediately turn 1, take turn priority if Hayl picks up Rosin. Means Hayl might not end up with Miracle here. Not a great reason to ban Rosin. Maybe Luke Black Hole. Here you ban the stuff Werner can handle. Interestingly, YiQiao just does not care about the burn here. I thought she would have banned him. Then again, it's Liana. Liana can handle burn just fine with Mass Protect or Sky Archer if need be. Turns out Epsilon and Wedham, both big threats. Heal reversal on Wedham's real annoying. Epsilon's just difficult to assassinate him. Now YiQiao's end up with 2 assassins. Sherry vs Kira, not the greatest situation for Kira. Kira can't really snipe Sherry that well, especially not under Landius guard. But Kira's more supplemental here anyway. We'll see burn. There's no good AoE combo. We'll see if YiQiao even bothers to run like Sky Archer or Mass Protect to counter it. Because you can just ban out the AoE here. You just ban Helena Himiko. Does give Rosin though, and I mean, I guess Rosin did already have an Empire buff, but doesn't want to give Miracle over to Hayl. Here we got same AoE combo as last time in game 1. Now there's Sherry to potentially capitalize on it. Liana should have 3C. Does she drop act again to bring Sky Archer? Maybe not. The 3C would go on Hilda here to prevent any sort of Sherry stun play out the gate. Could even use Kira Gospel for that purpose, honestly. Luke Black Hole will be a good asset here if it can land on Hal's team first. Nothing can really kill Werner in defense stance. A little awkward for Werner though, having to run take guards here to counter the Helena probably. Against the burn. The burn is by far the shortest leg unit here. This Florentia to boost him. Here doesn't really have any targets. That's why Gospel could be an option, just to get some more utility out of her. And plus she kind of wants to just stay back if Sherry runs goblins here. Hilda probably wants to bring Broken Arrow in this matchup, so Sherry can't just normal attack Hilda, bounce off the tank, and then go run in the back line and snipe something. Broken Arrow does kill the goblins and prevent her from scoring many kills she would get otherwise. There is a try on burn, yeah, but it's Lando Aura under burn. Or Lando Aura with burn. As long as Hal brings infantry, which he should. We should bring Firebrand. Trying to kill Helena after she goes in. Kira's with the... going for the one-shot build. Burn is a bit on the skinnier side. Sherry look awful. Yeah, as long as Burn doesn't bring Whirlwind, I think he'll be fine. Burn is thick? 12,500 HP is not my idea of thick, but yeah, he's still probably fine. Goblin Sherry could be dead to Kira, yeah. It is Lando Aura again. KC Werner? True, put it on Kira. That might be enough. I mean, I think Sherry with double strike's dead to Werner, right? Or Sherry is dead to double strike Werner. Hilda did bring War Goddess instead of Broken Arrow, so Sherry could get a free bounce off the tank. And it is Faceless Kira, so she's definitely not going for burn. Who would you be going for with Faceless? Helena? Yeah, Helena, probably. I mean, I got Sherry, you'd rather use Sorks, I'd imagine. Lucretia with Black Hole. Plus she's the attack buff for this team, other than Liana Gospel. It pretty much reaches everything already. Already reached there. So YiQiao did guard turn 1. Kira is a bit restricted by this Sherry movement. Liana not bringing Highlands is another thing. Usually you'd bring those against Sherry because of Rag. Highlands are safe, even against goblins. Shrine Maidens not so much. Potentially could die. Helena could go for the puppet. Again, we have the Burn Sword Dance Helena combo. Now it's Sherry to try and capitalize on it. Glory of the World, Liana? Ah, yes. So, that actually, with all the healing effect bonus that Liana gets with Plushie, Crystal, and Goddess Left Hand, Glory of the World will actually heal enough on the Shrine Maidens and Liana to bring her back to 100%, even through this Sherry Ragnarok proc. So yeah, Shrine Maidens are okay. Fair enough. Sherry does not reach anywhere near enough. It's like, even without Crystal, you heal enough. Because Sherry's attack bonus is in battle, and she doesn't get it on the Rag proc. I do not speak that language, but hello. Sherry hasn't positioned aggressively at all. She can't reach anybody. Akira, in turn, can afford to position aggressively. Okay, put Kira anywhere there. Although, yeah, you do want to wait for the Florentia to move that way. Yeah, YiQiao just burned Act again immediately again, which is how this situation came about. Good, going straight for Helena. An easy kill. And now there's nothing that can hit Kira in return. Yeah, Hayl was confident in his Helena tanking, but not without a terrain tile. Kira is not dead to Kira. Kira's out of skill. Yeah, if Kira was on, or if Helena was on a forest tile there, or any sort of tile, the angels would get 20% damage reduction, and then she'd probably live. But about, not quite enough. It looks like an ancestry Kira as well, which definitely has a better matchup. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Damn, Straw, you're so... Spicy, yes. Spicy. No, it's okay. It's okay. Damn it. Oh man. You guys are terrible. Okay, so yeah, Hal's kind of dead. Lucretia Black Hole. That opens up Werner to get a lot of stuff. The crit might kill on Forest anyway, to be honest. I don't think so, because Kira to Angels on Forest does, like, nothing. Yeah, she does nothing to the Angels, and the Faceless cannot carry it all that way. Without, she's probably, like, without the Forest, she's, like, barely two-ticking them. Is this the quickest TSdL finals? I don't know. How long have I been streaming? Probably not. As Werner gets to Liana 3C. Hour and 10 minutes? Yeah, it might be the quickest. Yeah, Werner does have either it was Tenuous or KC. It was probably a KC from Kira. Did Breeze. Faith is countered by Landora. Yeah, I think that was one thing there, is that the Helena was not in Landius Aura. I have to use her non-guard ignore skill in Dark Elf Snipers. Yeah, Redemption, because Redemption has the troops attack first in the animation. And this is assuming you want to kill the Helena on a forest. As we can see, the Helena on a plains is dead. Yeah, there's no aura when Helena died. That could have tipped things. Watch the animations more. Luke ticking down that era. Werner could have his pick. Florentia can't run away. But yeah, Florentia would be dead. I mean, honestly, YiQiao doesn't have to go in now anyway. You can just push up, burn some actions. Wants to land that black hole before she starts going in with the assassins again. Lucretia does have Breeze. Lucretia also has Puppet Swap. Lucretia reaches. You don't even have to count it. It's just like one of the rules of Langrisser is that Lucretia probably reaches. Akira's a useless action here. Hilda's a useless action here. Nobody reaches on Hal's side. Burn the Hilda action, and then you probably just burn the Cure action. There's no AoE combo from Hal. Sherry's so far away that she can't follow up on anything, even if Bernhardt goes in and sword dances right now. And Tenyo's procs removes the attack buff, which makes Luke fail to kill. Firebrand's actually probably a bit better there. Just because Force Priest had better MDef. Luke Mass Attack is up, so Kira will have a nice buff. Music change just in time for that Tenro dispel. Yeah. This is how you feel when Tenyo dispels your attack buff. Firebrand damage is so low. Sorks surely are still more. Probably, yeah. You might be right. Plus it was Florentia on a forest with Lando Aura. I mean, Tenyo dispelling attack buff. Florentia Forest Priest are really thick. Sure, he has no attack buff. Yeah. There was actually no source of it for her. This music is so overbearing. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, I'm not so sure about the Elden Ring soundtrack, guys. Okay. Yeah, okay, there is an attack buff now from the Tenya. Bernhardt goes in for the sword dance. But Sherry doesn't reach anything. So Florentia has to mobility breeze Sherry next turn, and then even if Hal does that, then YiQiao can just move Hilda, and then Sherry still doesn't reach anything, so Hal has to act again Sherry after pushing her up, which gives YiQiao plenty of time to respond to this. Now, Sherry doesn't reach. That's a +1 mobility buff from something, and she was one tile off. Yeah. But yeah. YiQiao saw the Helena out of position, took the kill. Game 2, Hal's ban pick didn't work out too great. Ended up with 3 healers with 1 carry against a composition where the carry couldn't really do it. Bit too defensive on the 4th pick healer there, and in game 1 there was a good combo for Hal, and I think that's where Hal looks strongest, but at the end of the day it was just Hal couldn't kill Werner, and Werner was the problem. I think that's what this set really showed, that Hal was never... It never felt like Hal was trying to kill YiQiao too much. Just at every game. There's no way for Hal's team comp to ever get through, at the minimum, YiQiao's tanks. Maybe ways to get through, like with AoE and guard ignore stuff. But yeah, that is YiQiao for our 3rd in a row Season 7 champion. Congratulations to her. As always, showing how strong of a player she is. And a good showing for Hal. Top 2, or 2nd place, is definitely not bad at all. But yeah, congratulations to Hal for getting as far as well. As for next season, something like after playoffs, somewhere around there, because we'll have like a little break and it'll help people ease back into the Apex season. Yeah, something like that is probably what we'll be looking at. I did realize today, totally, that I forgot to cast the semifinal, which I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't cast that today because I do have some stuff to do very shortly, but I will get that casted up tomorrow and I'll jangle my YouTube stuff, and yeah, sorry. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my stream. That is TSdL Season 7 wrapped up. Thank you guys for participating, thank you guys for joining, thank you guys for donating. And yeah, you all have a lovely day. Payout prediction. How do I do that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.